that we can get through 3 rounds with no technical difficulties.
Fingers crossed indeed. Won't want any crossed wires here, Bradley Sinden. Coaching plan in his head. Mirhashem Hosseini likewise. A patient start from the Iranian. He usually comes out quick. But Sinden, we know, very good at blocking. His headshot attempted there from the young Brit in red. A little bit of wrestling from Mirhashem Hosseini, showing his strength here as well.
Knowing that Hosseini starts quick, Bradley's put that pressure on straight away. Just needs to tie up that shin pad there, just letting the referee know.
Also letting Sinden know with a body shot.
Sneaks in 2 points there as well.
Well, we'll get a chance to analyse the template of the Iranian style as he tries that little jumping front kick again. The shin guard has come loose as he lets loose on Sinden. Another Gamjon on the board. But the Iranians, historically, great match players, very hard to get any free points on.
Yeah, very, very good in defence, very strong, good at cover, have a really good presence, has really put a stamp on this first round, 5-0 already.
Yeah, in terms of matchup, it is the man from Iran starting well. The only thing that's not worked out for him, the only thing that's let him down is his shin guards. He'll be getting those taped up now from his coach. And in terms of the tail of the tape, as you said, 5-0 to Iran. And Sinden, not the start he would have wanted.
Nice headshot there by Bradley Sinden. He's been going for the body quite a lot, and just surprised Hosseini there, going for the body and sneaking it up to the head. Making it look like you're going for the body, then taking it up. Bradley's really good at disguising his shots.
Yeah, and speaking of shots, he's played himself in to this match here. 5-4, Gamjon given. And the Brit with the headshot, a real belter there, as you say. And given Mirhashem Hosseini, it looks a little bit dazed, the Iranian. Didn't expect that one.
I think that Sinden really needed that there. Looking like the match was going to come away too early, and then having to chase is never good.
Kicking right on Kaleo. Nice refereeing there. Didn't give away the Gamjon. Realised that they were both trying to go for it as Sinden uses that front leg again like a jab, poking it out, getting into that close distance, head to head literally here. 30 to go in the first.
There's definitely more opportunities here for Sinden to take that up to the head. But patience.
Tries to change it round the corner. Goes with the back hit. Another little attempt to chop kick. Good block there from Bradley Sinden. And power on the inside there. That punch.
His hand there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Punch straying high perhaps, but the judge saying no. And the only thing that's high is the leg there of Hosseini. Looks a little bit rough and tumble from both there. Last second. Well, we had tactics with strategy. We also...
We just hopefully won't go too mad. Just keep patient.
Patience the watchword as both men trying to get into that close distance that you mentioned earlier on. In the pocket, eye to eye and head to head on a few occasions. And it is that 1 point margin for Sinden. Mirhashem Hosseini very quick at going to the head with the back leg. Goes for it this time. Super close. Sinden blocks. Didn't miss by much.
Not much movement from Hosseini, but when he goes, very quick, very strong, and quite surprising. So you've got to be ready. Very good with that headshot in the clinch. Taking it to 8-6.
Of course, the target now, you can hit the back of the head in Taekwondo. So putting himself back into the lead. Mirhashem Hosseini. And Sinden just switching off for a second there, or even a millisecond in that one. There's still plenty of time. We're in the second round. 2 points of a gap.
I think he probably gave the wrong warning there.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. Martin Stamper agreeing with you. Gamjon given against Great Britain. It's of course the penalty, but it looked like a push. With a communication spot on there. Hosseini false foul of the ref. And Sinden hit the deck. 2 points of a gap here in the second.
Now, brilliant coaching there by Martin, saving Bradley 2 points there. It could be you know, something that saved the match at the end. So, well done, Martin.
Of course, the man from Iran, Mirhashem HOSSEINI, still in contention here. A lot of time left, not just in this round. Halfway through it. But of course, this will go deep into the third. Hard to separate them. Sinden showing his strength in the clinch, did well to avoid that chop kick to the face. I think we're going to have another impasse here, a little conversation, just to check that the protectors are working. Not good enough, that's the only thing I can say.
Sinden is aware that HOSSEINI is very good in that short distance, bringing up that front leg right through the middle, which can be quite dangerous. He did it in the last match as well, so I think if you saw there, Bradley was ready and aware for that. So, and HOSSEINI hasn't done that yet, so he could have scored that, but Sinden was ready.
It's interesting what you say. It's the opposite with Sinden. HOSSEINI wasn't ready and he flicked him right in the face. Tried to do the same thing there, the Iranian. The pressure is on him now.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right there, John. I think although he is winning by those couple of points, Sinden is giving him that pressure. He has to constantly be on his feet. Sinden loves creating that pressure with the distance. But again, very similar to Ide Hun as we saw in the first match, standing in that distance and being brave.
Well, the pendulum of momentum swinging back and forth here. Mirhashem HOSSEINI, as you rightly say, Sarah, has that lead, but the pressure from the young Brit in red as he battles forward. Did well to avoid that push kick to the face, as you said there, that stepping up chop kick. As they step back out here. And you've switched from the keyboard to the drums.
I can do everything, John.
We're trying to find the rhythm here. Sinden and HOSSEINI. Who's going to hit the high notes? Again, the test. But the big test now, the business end of this competition. Semi-finals here on day number 1. We are in Manchester. Both men still have designs on the gold. Who's going to be on the podium in which position? Sinden, he knows the position he's in, tries with a push kick to the body. I don't think the clock had started there. Well, HOSSEINI takes a tumble there. A little bit more theatrics. Had a look at Martin Stampert as if to say, please play the card.
He kind of did. He looked like he threw him, but I think HOSSEINI made it look like the way. So he could actually get an Oscar today.
Well, he's certainly been nominated, and this will be the third nomination for him. HOSSEINI hits the deck.
For me, I understand it's a game. I understand that, you know, you've got to play to also force Gamjung as well, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan.
It's kind of like a footballer diving for a penalty. It's the same thing.
And getting the penalty and winning a match. Yeah, I get that. It is important sometimes to more for me, force them out the ring. Yeah, that's where you get a Gamjung as well. Or if they're grabbing in the short distance, let the referee know they're grabbing to get a Gamjung. But for me, rolling over, faking things, I'm not a big fan of it.
And the judges weren't a fan of the protest of Stampert on that occasion. They sided with the man from Iran, seeing that it was a bit of a shoulder barge there, and a headshot just sneaks over the back of the shoulder there. Brilliant flexibility, and it is a commanding lead now for HOSSEINI.
Headshot and body shot. Headshot, taking his focus away and then capitalising with that body shot in that short distance right through the middle. He's really, really good at that, HOSSEINI.
The last 10 seconds now of an engrossing second round. Sinden was well involved, and it's now HOSSEINI with the quality there. Did well to hold his feet there, the young man from Doncaster, but it's the man from Tehran that finishes this second round strongly. Lovely little jumping counter from the man in blue, and in the under 68 kilograms, and it is an opportunity for Sinden to get back into this one here. Mirhashem HOSSEINI. Well, he was aggressive earlier. He'll now go into conservation mode, kill a bit of the clock.
I think this is going to be quite an exciting round. You can see both athletes ready to take every opportunity. 2 points back by Sinden.
Yeah, a return of fire from HOSSEINI there. Getting closer, Bradley Sinden, but Mirhashem HOSSEINI sees him in his wing mirrors, changes gear, and tries to pull off into the distance here. Holding the centre of the mat and holding on to Sinden. Also both men needing a rest here. Tense and full steam ahead from both.
There's still time for me. I think Bradley could do a little bit more preparation, a little bit more movement, because that would mix it up. Sneaked another headshot there, but didn't quite connect, but good option.
Yeah, you say good option there. Tried to the head, then to the body. Certainly not running out of options, but perhaps running out of time here. We're creeping towards the halfway point of this third round. Mirhashem HOSSEINI standing stock steady in the centre. Little twisting kick, fakes it out there. Change of stance and lovely step inside from the Iranian. Eats a few seconds. Good strength from Sinden in the clinch.
You see, he's very good at that surprise front leg there. Standing still, and boom, straight away that front leg. And then after, he gets momentum and creates opportunities.
Speaking of opportunities, nice back leg Tommy kick. Puts him within 5 here. Bradley Sinden on the back leg. Mirhashem HOSSEINI on the back foot. But has that 5-point gap. Creeping towards the last 30 seconds. Semi-final.
It just takes that 1 or 2 big shots. 30 seconds left. And Bradley Sinden has some great tools in his toolbox. One spin to change the game.
Rejected on this occasion, so the card gone for Iran. Time running out for Sinden. Tries the back kick round the corner, but yet again, the protector system not switched on.
Very, very unfortunate in these dying seconds. Sinden starting fast there, trying with the spin straight away. Could have changed the game, and then the system breaks.
Yeah, the system breaks, not for the first time. Actually taking the PSS here, but 4 points of a gap. 22 seconds, the clock ticks. Sinden on the front foot. HOSSEINI, good bit of wrestling on the inside. Trying to get his hands and his feet into the final. The Iranian in blue, the Brit in red, battling forward. Sinden, back legs from both. Excellent stuff from HOSSEINI. Last 10 seconds, headshot from the Iranian. Almost scoring, Sinden clawing it back. 2 points of a gap, 10 seconds to go.
If Sinden can stay out of that short distance, he could sneak a little shot here.
HOSSEINI on the cover, Sinden on the attack, but the Iranian not by much into the final there. I think we're going to have one more go from Martin Stamper. He doesn't have a video replay card left. Looking for the extra points for the difficult technique. But the referee